Hi, I'm Andy Jenkinson, caravan industry expert. Welcome to my channel. Hi, welcome to the Caravan Industry Experts channel. I'm Andy Jenkinson, of course, and it's from the archives. I'm just doing this little vlog. And what am I going to say? Well, I'm going to tell you about one or two things that have been happening. One of the first things I'm going to tell you about is that I'm into photography. I'm not a brilliant photographer, I know, but I went down to the camera show, photography show down in Birmingham at NEC in September. My first show I'd actually ever been to for nearly 2 years down at the NEC, and I met one of my old editors down there. Had been on one of the magazines, Motorhome and Practical Caravan, and he's moved on to Digital Camera, I think it's called, the magazine. I should know this, shouldn't I? But I don't. Anyway, cut a long story short, we had a little meet up, and he said, "Oh, by the way, have you brought your camera with you?" And I had on this occasion. I'd taken my camera, and I've just upgraded to a Nikon D780, which if anybody has been watching the videos, I've been really struggling with, but I was slowly getting there, I think. Anyway, he said, you know, would you like to do a reader's photo shoot? So I said, yeah, I would, absolutely. I said, right, let's meet up this guy, the other reader, and we went out, and after the show, it was a lovely day, right at the main entrance NEC, and we had to go out and do some different subjects, and it was like really thinking out of the box, taking photographs. I mean, I do like to take photographs of various things, not just caravans and motorhomes and park homes and sites, etc., which I've got a passion for. Strange, but there you go. Basically, it really stretched the imagination, and it was really difficult because we had a time factor of about an hour, and also had a guy going around and photographing you, doing the photographs and what have you, and we had to have a bit of a meet up after and all that business. But it came out really well, and that is out on, I think it's out this week actually, towards the end of this week. So that's Digital Cameras. You get that, you'll see me in there. There's a couple of pages and some of my photographs that I did. Anyway, that's another thing out of the way. Next thing is the state of the market. Obviously, I've been doing a lot of dealer visits just of late, some used dealers only visits as well. Mark down at the Caravan place, which there's a video due out on Friday, which I did down at Mark's place, and I'll tell you, I cheated. I used my old camera. Yeah, I know, shouldn't have done. Got to stick it out with the new one and get it right. But anyway, Mark has got a great YouTube channel called the Caravan Place, and he's done some. He's a great guy. He's very easy to chat to, etc. And we had a good talk, and I spotted a Venus 2015 Venus Caravan 544 2015, nice condition, lightweight, 13k, really well priced. And that's something Mark does. He does price his caravans pretty well actually, because some people are really up in them, but Mark's, you know, he's making a bit of money, but he's not being greedy. Anyway, consequently what happened was I did a video for his channel on a Abbey Adventura 312, which is a 2-berth, and costing below, what's that bell? It's my doorbell, sorry. It's somebody going past. It's one of those ring things, you know. Daughter said we should have one, so we did. Anyway, cool, never mind, let's scrap that. So consequently I did a video with him, and he did a video with me, so those will both go out at 4:30 on the 19th of November. So once you finish watching mine, swap over to his. You might want to subscribe to his, and any people watching my channel from him, hopefully they'll subscribe to me. But as I say, caravan market prices have gone silly, new prices have gone up. I did the Bailey Unicorn Vigo, which was like 28k, and it's now nearly 30k. Went up the following day. Personally, that's a lot of money. I've done the Ancona Pegasus Grande SE, great van, but again not cheap. So, and sorry about the sound quality as well, because there'll be two other videos going on. I'm breaking into this. Two other videos going on, which also the sound isn't brilliant, and I know that. As I say, I've been working on it, and it was me with the wrong setting, using a different microphone, so that's my excuse. So that's indeed done. So the state of the market is generally still Caravan in short supply, and also, you know, talking to people on the forecourt, you know, it's very difficult to find. Even getting a new Caravan is very, very difficult. All production's been cut. There's not a chance of getting most of the stock that dealers want for 2022. So it'll be 2023, I think, before we could see any sort of normality, and that could be slim returning. And shows, Manchester show I believe has been cancelled. Glasgow show in February is the next one. Then there's the NEC, but how anybody's going to be able to sell caravans that they haven't got to sell beats me. But hey, you may know more than I do. Anyway, that's that. And also I got a lady contacted me the other day. She's an interior designer. She's done her own camper van. Her husband's done it. Well, he's qualified. He's an engineer, so he knows what he's doing. And she's been she's got a lot of pictures and things on her Instagram that a publisher saw and wants now to write her first book on camper van interior design, i.e. those people have altered it, and she wants some history, and so she came to me, and so I'm being accredited, thankfully, because not all people out there have done books, have used some of my stuff, haven't accredited me. That's really annoying, really, because I credit people where credit's due in mine. And anyway, it's a first book, and I wish her very well on it, because doing the first book is not easy. Anybody who's doing any book on any subject, it is very difficult. Even though you know your subject, I know back in 96, 97, my first book, I thought, oh, big piece of cake. It's not. It's a very hard thing. Plus, you've got to do all your research. Even though you know what you're looking for, there's still a lot of work done. And it's still not easy now. And I've done, well, I'm on book 16 now, going on to 17. So I've done 17 books. Probably by about January, Feb, I'll have done 17 books. And hopefully there's a few more in the pipeline as well. But anyway, that being that, so I'm helping her on that, and it feels good because I do like helping people, and it's the same when I'm on the forecourts, and it's the same on YouTube. When people come and ask me about various things, I'll try and help them where I can. Can't always promise to do it, can't always promise to get back into in time, because, you know, I've got things called work to do. So unfortunately, you know, the YouTube stuff is very much at the moment still in my own free time, what time I have. Other things, well, yes, books, as I said, I've just finished one, the visual history of the touring caravan. I've had to redo all that because the publisher wasn't happy with one or two bits of things, although they were originally, but actually I went back and went through it, and I just thought afterwards that not happy with this at all. So I've done a lot of alterations, too many really, and that's the trouble. You can keep going back to something, looking at it, oh, I'll alter it, go back again, and you'll always find, and you've got to make a stop and say, right, that's how it's going to be. The story of the touring caravan, 100 years of caravanning, is coming out in the beginning of March 2022, and I believe the sales, forward orders of that is doing really well. Some nice pictures in there, and also a little bit about accessories as well, awnings and things like that. There's even some very unpublished photographs in there. There's one in there of Bob Monkhouse on the Golden Shot. Now, anybody who's old enough to remember will remember that was a game show that eventually Jim Bowen took over. And in those days you had prizes of speedboats and hi-fis and dining sets. Well, on this occasion it had a Linton caravan, and I've got the studio photograph of that, and I've published that in my really interesting picture. I just love it. Bob Monkhouse and the wheeling the caravan in. It's just, yeah, that book is basically about a lot about what people did caravanning, where they went, and tow cars and bits of accessories and that sort of thing. So yeah, that's to say is out in the beginning of March. Anything else? Well, as I say, I've got my video with Mark coming out on Friday, so you can watch that. There'll be a couple of other videos coming out on on a new I think the new Compass motorhome. Now again, you'll have to forgive the sound on it, and also please do forgive the quality, because I say, it's all been a big learning curve. It's amazing. A different camera, although it's pretty much the same setup, it's still got to get, it's a far advanced camera to what I've been using, and yeah, it's been quite challenging. I felt like throwing it out through the window, but a friend of mine says, "No, that's too expensive." I said, "Yeah, you're right there." Right, so I'm going to get back to checking out my practical caravan from September 1985, and it was 85p then. I remember going and buying that because I'd just bought my first own touring caravan, little Ace Diplomat from 1976, and I towed it with my then new Vauxhall Astra 1.3 Mark II, no less. And yeah, did it tow it well, you say? 1.3? Well, actually it did. Trouble was, that car was, the paint was so bad, I actually moaned and groaned like hell about it. These days it'd be different, and those days they actually eventually just took it back, stripped it out and resprayed the car. It was better, but it was never a brilliant paint finish on it. But anyway, that's a story for another time. Oh yeah, new models for 1986. The caravan industry was back on the go by that time. It'd been a real bad time from about 1980, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85. Things started to take a turn for the better. And we had one or two new manufacturers, Coachman being one of them. And look at Coachman now owned by Caravan of Sweden. I could go on and on. One day I'll do a video on the history of the caravan, maybe. I don't know. I'll see. I'll get around to it. But then again, no, you have to go and buy the books. Come on. Please keep my... let me put the light on and put the heating on. So, anyway, please keep liking, please keep subscribing, and please watch out for videos. And I've had some great comments from people on the videos, even on the videos I'm not really happy with. They've still liked them, and also those people that have been coming up to me on the forecourts and with having a chat because they've seen the videos, and it's been great. So if you see me on the forecourt, do come up and see me. Just let me know what you're doing. I might be a bit busy, but at least I'll always try and have a minute or two for you and just pass a bit of time a day and thank you for watching, basically. Right, better crack on now because I've got some magazine work to do, and I've got to get started on this other new book, my other two new books, so I'll try and get the two running at the same time. Not always a good idea because you two different books, and it takes you about a day to get back into starting that other, going where you left off, sorting all the images out. I love doing that, but it's really, really hard, yeah, because there's so many images, and I just want to use that before you've gone past your picture count that the publishers have given you. Sometimes a bit generous, and they say, well, go on, you can have an extra 3. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, please keep watching the channel, and thanks for all those people subscribing. It's great, honestly. And see you soon. Might see you on the forecourt. Bye.